Hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Caluzzi here, and welcome to my video podcast. My singular purpose is to assist you to get clear on your goals in business and in life. Over the course of my 20-year career, I've found that one of the most compelling reasons as to why so many people fail to achieve lasting success in their business is due to a lack of clarity. A lack of clarity keeps us stuck in mediocrity. It's subject to far too many diversions and truly is a recipe for failure. So I assist people to get clear on their goals, their value propositions, and their purpose. And once that happens, you will no longer get anxious about things like sales and marketing and presentations. You'll feel empowered and you'll be a source of fun and inspiration, not only for you, but your clients as well. So the goal is to work together in this process. And you can find me online at www.mikecoluzzi.com, MikeColuzzi.com. That's MikeColuzzi.com. On that site, you will find links to my social media pages like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and an opportunity to join my mailing list. So please feel free to connect with me on those sites. And you'll also find there resources to assist you in your business, including access to my Quick Start Clarity Questionnaire. That's designed to jumpstart the process for you. The topic today is to double down when you are in doubt. Double down when you are in doubt. Let's face it, doubt can cripple your progress. And it doesn't matter what phase of the journey you're on, whether you're new to business or you're a grizzled pro, you're young, you're old, the voice of doubt will invariably rear its head into your head. And it's up to you to spot it and to recognize and then dismiss it for what it is. Doubt is your mind doing its job, which is to keep you safe. But that will not get you where you want to go, particularly when it comes to sales and marketing for your business and presentations, things along those lines. So you have to understand that feeling of doubt will keep you from putting yourself in those vulnerable situations, right? That will expand your reach. It's like that. It's those feelings where you have, those butterflies in the gut. Those are the ones that we really have to go after each and every day to really push us forward, okay? Now look, I know some of you will say that doubt is good because it hedges our bets against risk and failure. And while that is true, and there is a purpose to that, no doubt, we've got to recognize that we have to wear many hats as a professional, right? Whether you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur. Look, I often share this story, and that is, I'm an attorney. I've been an attorney since '98. I've been a business owner and a real estate investor, and I've done a bunch of things, as I shared on my site before. But we built a business in network marketing. I say we, my wife and I. And that network marketing business was, I always say, unequivocally the best entrepreneur educational experience I've ever had for a variety of reasons. But my point being is that when I would talk to people, and mentor them and coach them through this process, which I continue to do, it's people are there from all different backgrounds. We worked with people who are stay-at-home moms to executives, and everywhere up along the lines, realtors, teachers, other salespeople, people who are more in the tech field, a lot of them. Anyway, they all have a skill set, and when I talk to them and I ask them about, what they're looking to do and what their experience has been, everybody always makes the assumption that they'll identify themselves as that profession. And I'll say, look, I totally get it. But when you are looking to build a network marketing business, you've got to adapt the habits, the skills, and the mindset of a network marketer. This is something new, and it's something that, yeah, you can leverage some of your experience that you have in those other areas, but they are not going to define who you are in that space. You've got to develop new skills, right? Now, again, some of them will overlap, but the fact is, that there's new skill sets that have to be developed and mastered and worked on a daily basis to really start to get traction in that network marketing space. And I'll tell you, if you're a business professional, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, let's face it, you know better than anybody that, without sales and without proper marketing, you are not in business. But so many of us hold back in those areas because we don't affiliate ourselves with, those roles, and that's something that we have to overcome. And that's really what my point is with respect to, not allowing that level of doubt or that self-talk to negate really where where you have to go to build your business. So there is a specific skill set required, and it's up to you to develop those habits and skills and mindset for your business. So if you're stuck in your head and you're lost in the analytics of it all, you will absolutely miss opportunities. So, when we're first getting started, let's think about this. When we're first getting started in our business, we're excited, we're emotionally charged, and I totally get it because we're operating on adrenaline and hopes and dreams. And for many of us, we have these well-designed fantasies in our heads as to how we believe the future will unfold. However, these ideas are simply well-designed fantasies, like I mentioned to you. Now, I don't mean to say that in a negative way, but let's face it, we have to, to get ourselves off the ground, we have to tell ourselves those stories to inspire us, to overcome the doubt in our heads. And, we have that momentum and that adrenaline that it allows us to do just that. And there's nothing quite like that initial launch, and if you start with that level of conviction, you'll absolutely have the best chances and create an opportunity to begin making progress. And during that time, things can absolutely be amazing, and you'll be feeling great, and you'll be taking action, and you'll feel like you're heading in the right direction and totally aligned with your purpose of who you are and what you want to achieve. However, oftentimes, we begin to hit obstacles. Now, that's where the whole clarity of your value proposition and purpose comes into play so much, because it's when we hit those obstacles is when we begin to doubt ourselves and we begin to question ourselves, sometimes those obstacles are anticipated, and sometimes, they come out of left field. Sometimes it's a combination of factors, but ultimately, that first drive that you launch in a business, and where you ultimately begin, you're going to hit obstacles, right? And it's going to start to challenge you, and it's going to really plant that seed of doubt. So, think about it like, in the analogy of like a sports team, when they're doing amazing in a game, and you see that they're in momentum, and then all of a sudden something happens and there's a total shift in their momentum. We've seen it. They say every given Sunday, it can happen any given Sunday in the National Football League. Well, it happens the same thing to us every day in business. So the question is how do you handle it? And when it does happen to you, how do you handle it? And, and that's what I say, that's when you double down on your efforts, because you have to believe, that your diligence and your firm support is going to really get you past those levels of doubt, right? So, you have to double down on your efforts, on your beliefs, and on your own due diligence with respect to your own business, right? And really work on every element so that you can overcome those obstacles and those levels of doubt, because they are absolutely going to happen, okay? Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's no set of rules, okay, that will tell you how long you'll have to stay committed until you achieve momentum again, okay? I hate to break it to you, but there is no magic formula and there is no script. It might happen next week, it might happen next month, it may not happen at all. There's no guarantees. We just simply don't know. But you've got to stay clear and focused and recommitted, and that's where you, again, double down on your belief and do what's necessary to double down. Because the fact is that, you've got to stay committed. And how do you stay committed? Well, through activity and proper planning and setting yourself up to illuminate those situations where your fear and anxiety will overtake you. You have to kind of be able to just recognize them, but recognize also that you have a power internally that's stronger than that doubt, and kind of recognize that, you know, we've all heard that saying, you know, your mind plays tricks on you. It does. It plays tricks on you every day, particularly when it plants those seeds of doubt. It plants those seeds of uncertainty. You know, it puts you in states of fear and stress. Those are all situations that are indicators that, you know, things aren't working. So we've got to get beyond that, absolutely get beyond that. And again, that's going to be a matter of, you know, you surrounding yourself with the right types of internal and external factors that will help you, right? Now, sometimes, you know, you also have to kind of go into a new direction. Now, that doesn't mean that you're looking to achieve new goals. No, it's not about that. You know, it's about, you know, you know, it's about staying on your course, but changing your tactics, right? It's the equivalent of changing the scenery, so to speak. Because if your scenery's stale, you know, and if your daily actions are stale and the people around you are stale, you know, you're simply not going to be pushing yourself to learn new things and give yourself that opportunity to get those small wins under your belt, right? And you may find yourself stuck for far longer than you would have to be, right? So you want to get those small wins under your belt. You want to change your circumstances. You know, you want to feel invigorated each and every day, right? It's actually a great time to go seek out, you know, an outside person's perspective to assess where you're at. But I will forewarn you that you have to be really careful about who you are choosing in that regard, because many people who you trust and who may care about you, you know, they're going to tell you things that are going to possibly, you know, kind of keep you stuck. Okay, they may plant those seeds of doubt. They may tell you, oh, well, look, you gave it the old college try. You know, you may have to pack it up, or you may have to face the reality, or, you know, it's time to kind of make a realistic assessment. You may have to cut bait, all that stuff. Now, again, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rules, and I totally get it. But, you know, you have to understand that if you're not taking advice from people who have really experienced um, those challenges and gotten through their own individual challenges, I'd be very wary to actually put any real credibility into what, you know, the person's saying. So you've got to be able to pick someone who, you know, who was in the trenches, who have been on their own path, and that they've demonstrated the tenacity over a long period of time. Those are the people that you want to get feedback from, okay? Now, look, at the end of the day, it is important to take an objective look of where you are. There's no doubt about it. And you have to reevaluate where you are in your position. But never take yourself out of the game. I mean, that's really the ultimate point. And when you double down, it strengthens you, it empowers you, and quite frankly, it gets your mind off the negative self-talk. You know, and the doubt is actually in your mind, so you have to, again, trigger activities that is going to get you away, right? So activity is an amazing antidote to avoid doubt. Now, let's get something clear. You have to be objective and you have to be disciplined, okay? You have to look at information objectively, and you've got to evaluate your progress, and you got to tweak and modify your game plan accordingly. That goes without saying. And as a business person and an entrepreneur, that's, you know, that's really going to be your way of life. Things are never, that is how you operate, making tweaks on an ongoing basis, tweaking, adjusting, doing what's necessary to really keep yourself in the game, okay? It is a way of life. Entrepreneurship, business ownership, you know, and I mean that as professionals as well. It is a way of life because, you know, as a professional, if you require to get business on an ongoing basis, you can't always just rely upon other people to just give you business. You know, I mean, that's no real freedom, and that you know, and that can change at any given moment. I've been in those situations too, and that's not fun. You know, it's not fun where you know, you're relying upon other people to give you, you know, business. You gotta create it on your own as well. Now, obviously, you're not going to say no to that business, but again, ultimately, it's a matter where you have to reinforce who you are by providing and building these skill sets up yourself, right? And that's where we talk about the whole idea of doubling down. Look, circumstances are going to be changing by the moment, and those challenges will continue so long as we're above ground. I mean, it isn't going to change. Challenge, dealing with and overcoming challenges is again another way of life. And if you don't take it personal and recognize that you're up for the challenge and that you're going to have to do to get beyond it, you'll be on your way. So let's master those challenges and live an inspired life. So double down on your commitment, double down on your belief, double down on your efforts, double down on your convictions, and double down as a way of getting through obstacles and doubt. Okay? So I hope that was helpful to you. So again, my name is Mike Caluzzi, and my purpose is to help you to get clear in your goals in business and in life, okay? I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and please visit my website at www.mikecaluzzi.com, and you can connect with me there. You can connect with me on social media. You can join the mailing list. It's entirely up to you. My email is mike@mikecaluzzi.com. I'm always open for your feedback, your questions, your comments. And if you're really ready for immediate action, please register for my free Quick Start Clarity Questionnaire to identify your business goals and what may be clouding your vision from achieving your desired results, okay? You can submit those answers to me, and we will schedule a 20-minute one-on-one complimentary session to review your answers, your goals, and your desired outcomes. We'll determine whether or not it's a good fit for us to work together and the best course of action for you based on those options. So by working together, we will have you complete the entire clarity questionnaire. We'll formulate and execute a viable game plan. We'll clearly identify your optimal business strategy, and we will work together to identify and eliminate those factors that are clouding your ability to make the best decisions for your business. So let's streamline that process and maximize your potential to achieve your optimal income and results for your business. I hope you have a great day, and if you found this content valuable, please feel free to comment and share it with whomever you believe will benefit. So again, I want to thank you, and I wish you an awesome day. Signing off. Talk to you soon.